All right, so we're back with the S10. Been on the road for about 5 days. Got a ballpark of, we're guessing around 400 miles. And we're over here doing the first oil change. And we ran the Howard's cam, and they give you a no fault guarantee on their camshaft, but you got to use this stuff. This is their ZPM Max, and it is treats up to 6 quarts of oil, and it's camshaft break-in lube and oil additive. And they say that every time you change the oil, that you have to use this stuff if you're going to come under the heading of their extended warranty for this camshaft. So that's what we're doing, and we're currently could not find the hot rod oil that we wanted to run, but we did find, of course, Valvoline VR1, which is the best we could look up is 1400 ppm of ZDDP, plus this, their ZPM Max, that should be well protected for a flat tappet cam and breaking in this new motor. It's still breaking in. All right, so now that we've got a few miles on it, one of the things we wanted to do is I wanted to take a wrench and put on just a couple of these header bolts, some of the easier ones to get to, and make sure that they are still tight. And I wanted to go underneath and hit the header collector bolts and see that they're still tight, because that is the fastest way to have an exhaust leak with headers or any of this stuff, is never checking it. So after now that it's been run for a little while, hopefully everything's settled in and we'll know something. So let me get a wrench and we'll get to checking. All right, so we went over the header bolts, took a 7/16 wrench, just checked them and make sure that they didn't have anything backing off. Looked for anything that's rubbing that shouldn't be rubbing. Actually found the lower radiator hose rubbing on a clamp for the fuel line. So we put a piece of rubber hose across that, zip tied it in place, protect it from getting the hole rubbed in it. Went underneath and did the collector. Collector seemed to be pretty tight. This left side 100% tight. Right side I was able to snug them just a little bit more, but it doesn't appear that anything is falling apart on the truck. The only problem that I see currently is it looks like it could either be the rear oil main or the rear oil pan. There's a little bit of wet back there. It's not terrible. We're just gonna have to keep our eye on it, because if that oil pan has to come back off, this whole rig has to come back out. And neither one of us are looking forward to wanting to do that anytime soon. So we're gonna hope and pray that maybe that oil leak will get no worse than it is, and maybe it'll heal itself. So fingers crossed. All right, well, it is time to fire it back up after having changed the oil. So how much oil pressure? 55. 55. Turn that choke off and we can hear that cam. All right, so there's a short S10 update. So far, 400 miles or so. First oil change, still running like the top. Camshaft hadn't taken a crap on us yet. We're gonna keep doing what Howard says and put the ZPM Max stuff in there. That's how we're gonna maintain the warranty on that camshaft. We're gonna keep an eye out for any more metal in the oil. Sure, you're going to have a little bit of wear metal in the oil because you're dealing with rings, like I said, new bearings, all freshly honed cylinders, all of that stuff. Metal wear off that camshaft and the lifters. So, fingers crossed, this baby keeps running as good as it is right now, and that the oil leak don't get no worse. So, till we can get out another video, why don't you go watch another one coming on the screen right now.